of the World Championship. What are your thoughts on that?
The reason for that is ultra consistent. You're going to get a 94, 95 average out of him every single time. And if he can just step that up 2 or 3 points, he's another Andy Hamilton. If you don't play well, he will beat you every single time. And that's why he's got to be fancied. And if Andy Jenkins can get stuck in early, then he's got a chance. But he can't let Justin dictate the pace. Justin will not. He won't buckle. But Andy's got to stay with him.
How will that affect Andy Jenkins, the pace of Pipe?
Well, I think Justin will win for that reason alone. Andy likes to throw a rapid pace with someone who's doing the same. But Justin will not be dictated to.
Rocky was a regular on the circuit, semi-finalist, 2007. What happened to him? Why did his game go off the boil?
Well, I know for a fact he had a wrist injury which kept him out from playing, not just out the game, but from actually picking up a dart for 6 months. So that's that year gone, and he's back. At least he's back. He's given it a go, and he's doing well now.
Okay, at Sky Sports Stars, our Twitter accounts. Join us and the growing number of people following us day by day. We'll bring you all the stats, the facts, and the backstage gossip. Justin Pipe, Andy Jenkins, your commentary team, Rod Harrington and John Gwynn.
Yes, cheers, Dave. And here he is, Andy Jenkins. Welcome back. First time in the World Championships for a couple of years. And would have been nice to start it with a ton, but he's up against it here, against a man who is on a mission, frankly. He has proved, I think, in the last few weeks alone that he can handle the big stage, the television stage. And I know that the Players' Championship finals, Rod Harrington, are not the World Championships, but they're certainly a step in the right direction.
No question about that, John. I mean, every tournament now is a step in the right direction, especially when you win it. But Jenks, you know, as Wayne was saying and Eric was saying, you know, we feel that he needs to win this first set. He needs to get out the gate quick. But in a lot of games that Justin Pipe, as consistent as he is, he does tend to miss doubles in the first few legs of a game. Now, you've got to punish him for that. And Jenks, 81. I was with him last Saturday down in Portsmouth at a big exhibition. He played quite well there. Said he was doing a lot of practicing down there, because you was there as well, John. And, you know, 36. The first set, just getting into it, getting his first leg under your belt is so important for Jenks here.
Yep, thought he played quite well, actually, last weekend, but that was another matter on another stage. In an exhibition circumstance, this is anything but. But, you know, a lot of talk, quite rightly, about Dennis Priestley and all his experience, 100. And that of Ronnie Baxter. But this man is making a 17th appearance in World Championships. Turned up at the 55. Lakeside in 1995. And this is 17th appearance in a World Championship. So not short of experience, Andy Jenkins. I think the peak, the pinnacle of his career was indeed 2007 when Barney beat him in the semi-final. And I thought he'd go on from there, Rod. 60. But instead, it more or less ended there.
Yeah, he kind of come off the top of his form, and with a lot more players coming into the PDC, and you know the standard increasing, you kind of get left behind, and that's what Andy did. And you know, the first leg, Andy's thrown first here, and you know, thrown 12 darts and not really, well, 15 darts. And still a long way off, so he's kind of give this first leg to Justin Pipe, and you can't do that. You've got to play well if you're going to beat
140. A brilliant 140 leaves him on 20, and Jenkins way back on 277. A few more of those he needs. Too many darts in the 5 and the 1. 20. And so with bags of time, but he'll want to put this away. Double 10 here in N10. In Muswell Hill, the Ali Pally!
Second leg is just in the field.
Underway, first leg of day 6 of the World Championships. What a fantastic start for Justin Pipe. Break of throw. And the first 180 of the night.
Yeah, the first leg, Andy really give it to 60. Justin Pipe, and he takes everything he can, and certainly now first 3 darts of this second leg were pretty special. Can he follow it up? But Jenkins in that first leg, a lot of the first darts were in a good position, but he never used it, and that's what you've got to do in this game. You know, just above the treble, absolutely perfect to find the treble,
81.
and he didn't do it. He's got to get into a rhythm, and I think it's because, and again, look at that, that's a perfect dart if you're going to miss, but you can see how angry he's getting, and I think
95.
at the moment, John, he's wasting too much time at the back, too much time to think about his darts, you know, which is something like when you played Dennis Priestley in his prime, you know, getting over that long periods before you get back to the hockey.
Yes, I think Wayne summed it up perfectly when he said that he
100.
likes to play somebody who plays at the same tempo. And, you don't get that with Justin Pipe.
60. Justin
Rattled
Newpile,
Wes Newton last
140.
year, and could rattle Jenkins to the extent that it affects his game. Well, I think he probably already is doing. But he is so methodical, so successful. Look at that, disappointed when he drops short. Expects every
100.
dart to go in. A ton's enough for him at the moment, leaves 40. He's on a 13 dart finish.
100. Justin Newpile, 40.
Double top now. First leg he took out the double 10 for a 2-0 lead in the first set, and total control in this first set, and we all said that, you know, Jenkins was going to have a chance. The first set is the one he's got to take. Double 10 again for the second leg.
Third leg is handing
Jenkins now, he's got to find some rhythm. He's really got to start attacking the dartboard, you know, and just forget about anything but the red bit. That's
100.
a better 3 darts. All he needs is, you know, a good leg, and that, spar him on from that. You know, you just have to move on and get on a run.
Reached the last 16 last year, Justin Pipe. He beat Sean Reid, the Australian. Wes Newton, as I
100.
mentioned, and then lost to Terry Jenkins. And looking to go much further this year.
100.
But, Jenkins, a couple of tons, that'll encourage him somewhat. Successive tons for the first time in the match.
I always tell players, John, when they're playing someone like Justin or Dennis Priestley, you know, when you walk back behind them, an extra couple
43.
of paces towards the edge of that stage, you know, look at your flights. By the time then he would have thrown 1 or even 2 darts. It just gives you that extra time to not to think about
41.
your opponent's slowness. And, well, there we have Jenkins' throw. Pretty good throw, you know, it's head dead still, good arm release.
Both 41 years of age. Justin Pipe, 8 months younger than his opponent.
140.
He's 41 in November, and Jenkins was 41 last March. Cosham in Hampshire, a big Pompey football fan, we know.
30.
Not a time to hit a bad score from Jenkins. Needed another, at least a ton there. He's opened the door for Justin Pipe to win this first set. I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, we're thinking that he's not playing well, but over a 95 average for Justin Pipe, which you would take every day of the year, John, in the first set.
98.
Terrific start by Pipe, yes. 96.5 it stands at the moment, and effectively Pipe is playing the board, and that's a first 140 for Jenkins. Picking up, and it's not out of the question that he could win his first leg here, but Pipe will have other ideas. Wants the treble now for double top. So Jenkins at least knows that he'll be back for 90, and surely
60.
he'll go the treble 20
And
route
you
as
require
recommended,
90.
knowing that it's 20-20 bull. Another one of those for the bull. Bullseye. What a big bull it could be for Jenkins. Unlucky.
65. Justin, you acquire 60.
Yeah, that's the only way to go. Doesn't make many mistakes on counter, does Andy Jenkins. But now Justin Pipe, and the way he throws his dart with it laying down, it's perfect to then lay this one in the double top. A bit low for a great guide, but he wants that for the first set.
Inside the first
Justin
set.
Pipe hits
Justin Pipe.
in his first round match here at Alexandra Palace. He takes the first set 3-0 against Andy Jenkins.